Oh, I mean business today, honey. Hair's not done. I have some whiskers coming out of my chin. I didn't shave. My is out. Purchased a new blend of Chamberlain coffee and I put it in my Baymax mug that I got from Disneyland last week. I'm a completely loose cannon right now. Can't even spell cannon. You know what? We'll start there. Went to Disneyland. They put up the San Francisco Bridge and the San Francisco Square from Big Hero 6. When I first laid eyes upon that sort of, you know, entity of sorts, I guess you could say, I kind of got emotional. Something unlocked within my brain and I kind of got teary-eyed in front of the San Francisco Bridge. And then all day I couldn't stop thinking about Baymax. And I was walking through the shopping center in the San Francisco Square and there was Baymax pillows, Baymax mugs, Baymax keychains, and I was like, something churning inside of my brain here. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's like unlocking a memory I used to have when I was a child. I'm not really sure, but it was doing something to me because I was emotional. I wanted to buy everything. Or is that just the mouse endorsing capitalism? You let me know. Regardless, I did not buy the $55 pillow. Oh my God, the mouse is going to hell. Got a mug the entire day. I couldn't stop thinking about Big Hero 6. I had to go home and watch Big Hero 6. The minute I pressed play at my friend's house to watch Big Hero 6, I mean, like, the scene where he's like, are you satisfied with the care when they go through the portal and he only has like one little push left to push the kid back through the portal to save his life? It's like, should I myself? You know what I mean? I don't know. That's my Big Hero 6 spiel. I don't know. This is just like super important to me actually. So if you don't care, I don't know what to tell you. Speaking of Disneyland, I was at Disneyland and since the new season of Loki is out, can we talk about, you know what, since we're already on here. I know, listen, I know this is sort of like a topic video, but you know, in my brain, a whole 8 days of lore happened and we're gonna sort of dive into that, obviously mainly into what you clicked on this for, but you know, we're sort of, you know, there's so many pieces to the cake here. Anyway, you don't care. So Loki, why did I put this down? So, okay, so I put Loki because he's so hot and Lokius. Alright. This ties in because the new season of Loki is out and I press play and you have to understand, I don't know what changed in that writer's room, what changed in the Big Mouse and Marvel's, you know, upstairs loft, but something about this vintage brown color grade with these vintage 70s-esque outfits and Owen Wilson having a thick burly mustache with like silver fox white hair and Tom Hiddleston just being Tom Hiddleston. I'm sort of like my panties were here one moment, then my panties were over there the next moment. You know what I mean? Not really sure what that's about. Actually, I do know what that's about, but I don't think I can say that without getting demonetized, and God, no, Lord knows I need the money. Also, they're really gay. I mean, you know, it's one of those things where everything I feel like these days is just so queer-coded. I just feel like, especially when it comes to Disney, I just feel like, you know, might as well let them go the full mile. Disney, Pixar, they're always beating around the bush, but and you know, in some cases, in my opinion, I feel like beating around the bush is more, you know, alluding to certain agendas, if you know what I mean, than actually just saying it. I don't know, because I just feel like if you have two men just like, Mobius, I don't know if I'm gonna do when I come back without you. I need you so bad. And they're supposed to be like good friends. It's just sort of like, I'm not buying that. Point being, I went to Disneyland and Loki was there. Is my mouth water? Loki was there and he was sort of just, you know, frolicking around Avengers Campus. The group I was with, they were like, you need to go say hi, because, you know, people know my lore. People know that I have an affinity for Tom Hiddleston. It's not something I'm proud of, but you know, I'm not joking. I was making, I was sort of acting like a giddy child at my big grown age, but I was, and you know, that's okay. I feel like there's a few things, rules that bend when you're in Disneyland for sure. When I'm in Galaxy's Edge, I don't care. Disney adult key is fully inserted and turned on. Sorry, I don't give a fuck. Like, I'm wearing my ears, I'm talking to Chewbacca, I'm speaking in a different language, I'm crawling on all fours. Like, that's the sort of thing that's happening in Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. Like, does a tsunami form below my waistline when I see Oscar Isaac's cameo in the Rise of the Resistance Galaxy Edge sort of ride when that happens? Yes, so, you know, it's like, you know, things are unorthodox activities take place in that little time realm. It's like a different space in reality. Oh my God. So, what am I even talking about? Loki. Tom Hiddleston. I want to take a picture of Tom Hiddleston. I didn't do it. I took a video of him. I just couldn't. I genuinely, as I got closer, I could not. I didn't have the balls to be like, oh, because like it's not like he's in a costume where it's like, oh, you know, like Nick Wilde, like that's like, you know, a fucking costume. Like this is like a man just like in a black wig, and I was like, that's too real. I can't do it. I did buy 15 churros though. Don't ask me if they're vegan. Listen, if it went on my body that day, it was vegan. I could have eaten like a whole rack of ribs and that's vegan, okay? That one day, things were fine. Because it was like the holiday season, so there was like Maleficent churros and there was like Radiator Springs spicy hot mac and cheese, and I was kind of like, well, I'm gonna indulge in these activities because they're limited edition Halloween fun little snacks, so therefore I'm gonna put it in my mouth. Enough about Disneyland. This is my prized possession. Also, shout out Emma Chamberlain. I know she needs the promotion from my channel. This new blend, I don't know what it's called. It's something with a wrap on the package. She's yummers. I mean, she's giving some sort of fantasy. It's like chocolate meets the tension Olivia and Fitz had when they were in the Vermont cabin. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, that's what this tastes like. Okay, that was Disneyland. So the first day I get to LA, I'm staying with a good friend of mine, Kevon, as we all know and love. I think I talked about this in my last video. Maybe I don't really know what the timeline is right now. Like, it's kind of like, you know, going back to, oh my god, I'm such a genius. Going back to Loki, you know how like in the timeline in the new season, like they're all branching off. It's kind of what's happening in my mind right now. Like one minute we're going this way, but then another minute we're going this way. And it's just kind of like, oh shit. So I'm not really sure if I've, you know, talked about this yet, but we engage in a certain activity that takes you to a new plane. I'm assuming this is how this went down. Obviously, you know, when you indulge in an activity that sort of takes you to a new plane, the timeline gets a little fuzzy. You know, I can't really pinpoint a certain, I can't, okay. I'm assuming during that night we participated in this activity, I sort of was like, should I text this guy? Oh my god, going back to my lore. My Friendsgiving video last year, when I was referencing the guy that sort of liked me and I sort of ghosted him, and I was asking the audience, should I, you know, rekindle that flame? And everybody was like, no fucking shit, bitch. All you do is complain about being alone and single and you're a fucking loser. Do it. Like, who the fuck do you think you are, Beyonce? No. So fast forward to last week. Guess what I did? I texted him, and I'm not even joking. It's been 2 years since I talked to the motherfucker. Oh no! It didn't take place during that time when we went on a different plane. It went place the night I went out to West Hollywood. I went to West Hollywood for the bars. Oh, let's talk about that for 3 seconds. Okay, listen, I stand with my people, right? You know what I mean? If I wish there was like a rainbow flag somewhere, you know what I mean? Yes, I love you, right? But it's just one of those things where like, I mean, first of all, I've never been to a club in my entire life. Club, bar, situation, never been. So, you know, the bar's already set pretty fucking low. Like my tolerance level for like, you know, tomfoolery. I knew things were gonna get pretty uncouth because it is Halloween weekend and it is West Hollywood. Oh, I knew, but like, I mean, I was kind of just like blown away. So there's this club bar called the Abbey. It's like there's like a bar, then there's like a back room, there's like a smoke machine, and like there's like laser lights and like super loud music. My tinnitus did not love that because my ears are ringing. But there's like a dance floor where you can sort of just like, you know, dance. We went back there and I kind of liked it at first because it was kind of like, you know, it was kind of like a Charlie XCX-esque situation, and like I was kind of like flipping my bangs and I was like, yeah, period. I was sipping on a gin and tonic. I know, I'm a whole new person. Don't think I'll get it again though, because I think the sugar content is really high. We don't do sugar. I'm too fish for sugar. I saw some sort of unorthodox activities taking place. What do you think happened on that dance floor? You can, you know, assume. It was like one of those things where it's like, you only see that in like TV shows and movies. And I was like, oh, that's before my 2 wretched orbs right now. That's crazy. During that night, I texted the guy back from the video I talked about in my Friendsgiving video last year. 2 years. Took me 2 years to hit him back because, you know, I'm a dumb fucking Guess how long it took him to respond to me? I'll give you. Is there more of a subtle way than telling someone that you want them and you love them and you need them than that? You yearn for me. I'm being written down in your dream journal. I'm a prize. You want to pine for me, right? Obviously, I'm so grateful because he could have, you know, he could have blocked me. He could have unfollowed me. He could have hexted me. He could have called me names. He could have called me slurs. Listen, kind of put himself out there, and I said, I'm okay. It's just so crazy how I said I'm okay. Knowing the things I yap about constantly, being like, oh no, wants me. You would think I would just jump to the opportunity was right there, but I didn't jump. So I should be on my hands and knees kissing the floor he walks on because hello, you can be the time of day again. So you know what? Cheers to you. Okay. So I've never been on a date before. Oh. We know, bitch. We know. I've never, you know, indulged in these sort of activities. I never, because I'm so trad wife when it comes to these sort of situations, you know what I mean? You know, in my mind, you know, he's gonna come to my door, he's gonna knock on my door, he's gonna meet my parent, and he's gonna be like, can I take your son out for the night? We're gonna go do X, Y, and Z. I'll have him home by 10 p.m. That's sort of a date in my mind, but this is not 1950s and I'm not, you know, a blonde white woman. So I kind of have to, you know, bend with the waves here. Hey, before I continue, I wrote something down that I want to talk about. hold on. So I just watched, this is a total curveball. I'm sorry. Like, we were going this way, not going this way. Sorry. Sean from Hot Ones, who's ready to have that conversation? Because I've been having it in my head for like 10 years now. Okay, let me calm down. Like, ever since like my sophomore year in high school, I will say. I've been having the conversation. But like, I don't think anyone else is having the conversation. If you're ready to talk about it, I'm ready to talk about it as well. We don't have to. But like, I want to put it out there that it's like an open, like we can have dialogue about that, because I just would love to have an open dialogue about that. On TikTok, he did something with Amelia, the chicken shop girl. And I was like, oh, 1+, like, whoa. What's like an iconic, historic collab? You know what I mean? Like, was there like an event in history, like 1400s, where like two stoic entities came together to join forces? Let me like, iconic, historic duos, okay? See, I can't stand the fucking internet. They're giving me like Buzz and Woody and fucking SpongeBob and Patrick and Rick and Morty and like Nemo and fucking Dory. No, bitch. I'm looking for like Albert Einstein. Oh my god, Oppenheimer. Like, whatever. Well, okay, let me get my history right. So Einstein didn't like Oppenheimer at the end of the movie. Oh, who's like, I'm pretty sure there's like a really iconic like dude man duo from like 1755, right? Whatever that, modern day, them doing that collab is like modern day, whatever that is. So you can put in a piece for that, because I'm kind of a dumb fucking when it comes to history. Failed AP World History, got a 1 on the AP test. Sorry. So fill in the blanks for me, but you know what I mean? Like, that's kind of like, that's my modern day blank. You know what I mean? You kind of have to be like a genius to be funny, because like that would have been like a solid like 6 out of 10 joke if I like stuck the landing, but I can't. I don't know history. And I'm looking it up. I'm trying to help myself out here, but like I'm like, it's giving like, look, Simon and Garfunkel. That's not what I'm thinking. I want like, who, like fucking, how did we get there, dude? I'm telling you, it's the Baymax mug. It's this new blend of Chamberlain coffee. I feel like that. It's the Baymax mug too. Like, I just feel like Baymax is with me. Like, are you satisfied with your care? I sure am, sister. Sean from Hot Ones. Yeah, so if you want to talk about that, email me. In-depth conversation privately, but just want to put that out there so we can open some dialogue about it. Anyway, so like I said, I'm kind of trad wife. So me being like, let's go get coffee. Obviously more unfolded. I'll get there in 2 seconds. But like, it's just like, I just feel like, is that a date? I feel like I do that with like normal people. You know what I mean? And I was just sort of like, well, a date should feel like, I just think like a date should be like more like magnanimous in a way, right? This didn't feel magnanimous in any way, shape, or form. It felt monotonous, I should say. Not the date itself, just like the idea of being like, let's go get coffee. Like, who fucking cares about that? Ugh. Like, we're missing something for that tension to be there. You know what I mean? Like, why aren't you picking me up at my house at like 7 p.m. and like, you know, bringing me flowers, and me being passenger princess, and me being like 70s blonde Barbie himbo? Like, I should just be that. Like, it should just be like that way. Anyway, fast forward. Day of the date comes. We drive to Alfred in Studio City? Couldn't tell you. This is where things, you know, I thought I was getting myself into like, oh, I'm going on a date, which I still don't know if it's like a date or not. We meet, we hug, it's super cute. He buys me coffee, we sit down and talk. And this is where things took a pivot, because in my head I was like, oh, this is like, you know, cute. The minute he starts opening his mouth, that sounds rude, but like, it's just sort of like, you know, things took a left turn. Things just like went this way. And I was like, oh. The first thing he's thought, well, first of all, he's heartbroken. He just got like last month got out of like a 10-year relationship. I said, okay. Because in my mind, I thought he was my age. First of all, he's not my age. I thought he was like 23. I'm not 23, but I thought he was like around my age. Like 23, 24, 25 maybe. No, he's like pushing 30, which is not a problem, obviously. You know, if you know anything about, hey, Can you see that right there? Oh my god, I've never been more alive to know that he's older than I thought he was, okay? But like, in that specific moment, I just had an idea that he was, you know, 22, but he's not. And the reason why I was kind of being dramatic is because he said 10-year relationships. So I was like, oh, so you were dating someone when you were 12 and you just broke up and now you're 22? That's just not, doesn't seem right to me. But anyway, they were like 18 to 28. But even then I was like, what do you mean you're dating them for 10 years? And he was like, well, it was sort of like an on and off situationship for 10 years. And I was like, what does that even mean, dude? Because I don't think he's like not Gen Z, right? Like, when is the cutoff for Gen Z? I feel like Timothée Chalamet, Zendaya, they're like the cutoff for Gen Z. Like, they're pushing, like, they could be millennial, but they're not. Like, they're like right on the cusp. He's like a step above that. So he's like millennial, right? Like baby millennial, for sure. Like, what do you mean you're talking about situationships? You know, shut up. Like, what does that even mean? Like, what does that even mean? So he talks about that, and I'm just kind of sitting there. He gives a monologue. I mean, it's giving Pearl monologue at the end of the movie, where that 6-minute monologue where she's just talking. dating. That's what that was. But like more like just like 3 times as long and like 2 times less dramatic. That's kind of what was happening. I was just sitting there the entire time just being like, oh my God, how did we get here? So then at this point I'm like, okay, so we're not on a date, because I was like, why are you, I didn't know this was like a therapy session. I mean, obviously, you know, I'm here, you know, we can talk, share your battle wounds. I'm here for you, King. But like at the same time, it's just like, why are we talking about a woman right now? Anyway, fast forward, he's like, I just got out of this relationship with my boyfriend. And I said, wait a minute, you just said you were in a 10-year relationship with this girl. Now you just got out of a relationship with the boyfriend? I'm just a little confused. Like, what do you mean by that, King? Shed some light, King. I don't get it, King. King, I don't get it. I'm lost. I'm confused. Bring me back to the path of light, because I'm a little lost, King. King, help me, help me, help me. In my head, I was thinking this boyfriend. So back to the date, actually, before I even continue. So, you know, we it was like cute, you know, where we were like, you know, it was like a date, but then it started unraveling the minute he started talking about this 10-year situationship with a girl. I said, okay. Then on top of that, it was like, oh, I was also having a boyfriend during, I was like, wait, so what, we're losing recipes here. Cause so at this point, I'm like, okay, I guess I'm just here, you know, for a key. But just kind of like, why would you, it's just like, if you respond to my text, you buy me coffee, that means you're in love with me. That's just how it should play out. But it's not working like, so I don't get it. Well, I don't even care anymore. Do I have to keep telling you the story? There's so much more left. Oh my God, it's so bad. So long story short, the guy he was dating is some rich, super rich old man, and I was like, oh, you want to be me so bad. Everyone I know is finding a man that's in a tax bracket so far from mine and is 3 times my age. When is it going to be my turn? This guy I'm talking about right now, people I know in my personal life, people are just finding rich dilfs that they just, sugar daddies, I should say, that are funding their little lives. And it's just one of those things where it's like, when can I find happiness, right? Because here I am trying to be a good girl, a traditional good girl, you know, going on a date with young, fine gentlemen. And this is what I get. I'm getting a 10-year situationship with a woman that, you know, he didn't even like, and a year relationship with this fucking dilf, that sugar daddy, I should say. So this is what happens when I go the traditional route. So I can't have a sugar daddy. I can't have normal love. Should I myself? There's a belt right there. I can hang myself. Okay, let me stop. Then he says, don't have a car. I skateboarded here from Paramount Studios. He's a aspiring actor. You know, obviously SAG-AFTRA, I stand with you. But I said, oh, but the Paramount Studios is like quite the trek from here. And mind you, we're on a hill. So I said, you skateboarded from like the bottom of the hill to the top of the hill? He's like, yeah. And I was like, oh, I mean, I can drive you back to your place. This is where things get a little crazy. Of course, he jumps onto this idea because, hello, who would want to skateboard back to their fucking place up the hill? Mind you, I didn't think of this. He lives in the hills. As we were driving, I was like, wait a minute. I'm not understanding this picture. He lives in Agora. You know fucking Doja Cat, Agora Hills? He lives in Agora Hills, okay? And I know, I don't want to judge anybody. I don't want to, you know, be, you know, I don't want to, like, you know, hey. But I was like, okay, so I just feel bad saying this, but it was coming from a genuine place. You don't have a job, we're unemployed, aspiring actor, no car, we're skateboarding everywhere. All those things, right? But you live in Agora Hills. I feel like there's a big gap. Like, what's happening? Come to find out, the place he's staying at is the sugar daddy he was, you know, finaggling with. He has multiple houses, and he was like, you can just stay here until you get back on your feet. And I said, oh my God. Why am I here right now? I thought, you know, I was desired, I was loved, but he has a sugar daddy wrapped around his finger. I said, I can't believe I'm driving this motherfucker around this city when he has a sugar daddy wrapped. Like, if he's letting you stay in his mansion, can you not get a car? Can you not get like an allowance? Like, why am I you know what? I asked him. I can't even be mad. Anyway, we get to his mansion. Very nice place. Obviously, it's fucking Agora Hills. You know, he sparks a joint and he's like, "Do you smoke?" And I go, "Not right now, because you know I'm being a good girl and I'm driving. I can't be under the influence like that. I'm a good girl." Sitting on his bed. You know, you know those memes where like the girl sitting on the bed. She's just like, you know. That was me. He's sitting next to me. He's getting real comfortable. The man spreading starting to happen. He's probably, you know, getting a little too comfortable. You know, he's sitting next to me. He's smoking. And then I look over and I'm not joking. This is where things take a turn again, because I was like a little confused. Because like, okay, so we're going this way because information I found out about you and your lore about your past lovers. So I was like, okay, so we're still in love with rich sugar daddy. So I'm just being your chauffeur for the day. So that's fine. I'll take that. Then he gives me a look. You know, like, think how... Some lore. He's from Ireland. You know, I stand with Ireland, right? Like, those are my people, like Paul Mescal, Saoirse Ronan, Cillian Murphy, Paul Mescal. Did I say Paul Mescal? I love Paul Mescal. Love Paul Mescal. Can we talk about Paul Mescal for like 3 seconds? Paul Mescal is a shining phoenix in the onyx sky. Paul Mescal. Can I just like go to Twitter for like 3 seconds? And not even Twitter. You know, where's my phone? I'm assuming I'll put this picture in on the screen. Maybe. If I'm feeling generous. Because do you deserve it? Do you deserve it? No. Like, can we just... It's just... Okay. Let me just... Sorry. How do we get to Paul Mescal? Ireland. Yes. I love Ireland. Iowa Debris, Colin Farrell, like my Irish kings, right? Why did I mention that he was Irish? Oh, because I love Ireland. So I was like, oh my god, Irish little boyfriend. No. Anyway, back to the bed. So we were sitting in the bed. He looks over at me. It was giving like, you know, when Fitz would look at Olivia in the Oval Office. Ooh. Ooh. Go watch an edit right now. Can we... Ooh. Let me go to my collection. I have a collection on TikTok. Yeah. I have a collection of edits of men that I adore. I have an Al Pacino folder, circa 1975, of course. A Fitzgerald / Tony Goldwyn folder. I have an Oscar Isaac folder. You know, I have the works, right?
I think you can have it right there on that desk.
Whatever. Oh my god, I'm be sick. The day I can bag something derivative of that, you won't hear from me ever again. I'll delete all my social media accounts. I'll go ghost. You'll never see me again. Because I'll have money. Because he's rich. I'll shut up. I'll be happy. I'll shut up. You'll never hear from me ever again. Oh my god. So we're sitting. So whatever energy was in that we just watched was in that bedroom, right? Like, I mean, that's at 100. We're at like a 5. But it was there though. It's so powerful that even a 5 can move mountains. But you get the picture. So I look over and he's kind of looking at me. And I'm kind of like, oh no, I can't. I'm just a woman. You know what I mean? I'm just a fertile 5'5" Italian gazelle in this big, stark world. I can't. So I said, can I get the rest of the house tour? I literally shot up and I said, can I get the rest of the house tour? I can't complain about not being wanted or desired or because hey, I get put into situations where it's like, hey, the opportunity's right there, but I never take it because in my head it's just sort of supposed to play out how it plays out in my head when I'm creating fantasies before I go to bed. That's just sort of how it's supposed to work, but it never works like that. And I just like, it's just like, you're supposed to be like, you have to yearn for me first. Like I want to be yearned over. You know, I just recently watched Aladdin, right? Aladdin, the way Aladdin yearns for Princess Jasmine. When's it gonna be my turn? Open me up. Tell me, like, let me tell I love myself. Is that the lyrics? I don't even know. Fuck Lana Del Rey, actually. That bitch went on tour. And did she go to any of the cities that I'm near? No. She went to the fucking racist hillbilly states. Why are you in Kentucky? Do you not want money? LA is right there. San Francisco's right there. Come where I'm near, right? But you want to go to hillbilly chicken fried. Why? I get the rest of the house tour. Sorry, I'm going everywhere with this video. We go outside. We're just chilling. And then this is like, I'm not even joking, like the craziest part of this entire thing. Like, this is the best part. If you stuck around this far, you're gonna get the best part because this is unbelievable. This is out of nowhere. He sort of just is like, are you into poetry? You know, my interest is piqued because I go, oh shit, are we about to chop up some Sylvia Plath right now? Like, come on. Okay, now we're in waters where I reside. Come on. No. He goes, I'm getting into slam poetry. Okay, let me move my, no, you need to see me in full frame. He's like, I'm getting to slam poetry and I would love for you to read my work or critique my work. And I was like, okay. In my head, I thought I was gonna read something on a phone and like a letter, like writing, right? No. He turns his phone towards me and it's a video. I go, oh, we're live action. Okay. Hey, I stand with Ireland. I'm not joking. I don't want to be rude. I really don't. Because, you know I'm corny too. I'm cornball, okay? Look at my videos. I'm corny, I'm annoying, I'm insufferable. I mean, corny. It's just in my blood. You have to be corny to a certain extent to even be on the internet in the first place. That's just how it is. Sorry. So I'm not one to judge, but oh my god, I cannot believe he played this. I can't believe he played this video. Context. Like a synopsis, I guess. This video is about, like, he was like, my love goes beyond the realms of reality and it sticks around for the people that I love the most. And guess who's in the video? I'm gonna throw up. Oh. It was this situationship with this girl he had for 10 years that he doesn't like, but he made an entire slam poetry about her, and it was a sugar daddy. In this video, it's like a montage, not to be rude, but like a poorly edited montage, sorry, of videos of the situationship and the sugar daddy. Video picture like him in a Spider-Man onesie giving like a monologue, being like, I love you so much. You mean the world to me. Our love goes beyond the realities of this world. My love for you will never die. I will stand on this hill for the rest of time to see you. You know, that whole kind of the drama. And it was like a montage of like him making out with this sugar daddy in different locations in their house. And I was like, I wanted to turn around and be like, so you want me to kill myself? Like, why would you show that to me? Like, why would you show that to me? Like, you were in love with me because you said you wanted to go on a date with me and you wanted to get coffee with me, therefore you loved me. And then now you're betraying me and you want me to kill myself. Like, there's a belt right there. Video ended and I said, he said, your thoughts? And I said, I thought that was amazing. Obviously, you know, I ate his ass for 2 seconds. You know, I'm not gonna tear someone down. Yeah, obviously, I could have been like, hey, it was awful, but I didn't. You know, I'm not that kind of girl. I'm a good girl. I'm a good traditional woman. He was really proud of it. You know, I didn't want to burst his bubble. You know, I'm pretty sure someone one day will be like, hey, maybe let's put that down. But you know, I didn't want to be that girl. I don't know. I just thought I went on a date and it turned into something else. It sort of just turned into a therapy session / showcase for his love for 2 other people. I was like, okay. No, that's fine. No, I respect you so much. So in conclusion, was this a date? I'm gonna say it is. Oh my god, you guys. There's no hope for me. There's no hope for me. There's no hope for me. I should throw myself off a balcony tonight. What else has been happening in my life? Let's talk about something else. Let's wrap this up. Okay. I'm gonna give, you know what? Actually, let me give you, since, you know, let's do some culture here before I let you go. I'm gonna give you 3 movie recommendations, and I think everyone should tune in and press play and check it out. So I'm gonna give you my top 3 movies of all time. And then maybe next week, I'll give you more. Who knows? Dog Day Afternoon. Speaking of Dog Day Afternoon, oh my god. So in LA, there's this beautiful thing where there's culture, there's history, there's a story to tell, unlike this Lady Bird town I'm trapped in. I'm not joking. There's a dope movie playing at a dope movie theater every few steps away from you. And it's just beautiful. If you're a cinephile, I need to move out there. Just to be, like, I just don't know, like, Dog Day Afternoon was playing in an indie art house cinema just like 2 minutes from me. I can't get that here. I need, like, things like, I need to go there. My happiness, like, I didn't want to kill myself for more than once when I was out there. That's a stellar record for me, okay? Usually it's 4 times a day here. I'm not joking. So, you know, things like that, we need that for myself because I need that balance, right? I ate 2 pretzels. Oh, huge. Greedy. Had a small popcorn too. What are you gonna do about it? Yeah, what are you gonna do about it? And I was seeing Al Pacino's big brown eyes on that silver screen. Oh, historically, I'm known for not loving this city because, you know, I was, you know, in a bad mindset. I was around not the best people. I was, you know, indulging in activities that I did not enjoy. It took me stepping away from that and finding my own path in life, and in Los Angeles specifically, to really see the beauty in that city. I love Los Angeles. There, I said it. I know it's too late now because no one actually is, you know, pressing play anymore, because I know my legacy is kind of for being, I hate LA and I don't want that anymore. I love Los Angeles. Like, Dog Day Afternoon is playing in theaters, therefore I love Los Angeles. Anyway, Dog Day Afternoon, 2001: A Space Odyssey, and American Werewolf in London. Check those out. How about that? Next time I see you, I'm gonna give you 3 more, because, like, why not? You know what? Let me give you 1 more. Midnight Cowboy. I've been yapping. How long have I been yapping for? See, here's the thing. This is 52 minutes. My little microphone says 52 minutes. How long is this video gonna be? I've been yapping this entire time. A 30-minute video of me just talking about anything. You know what? You're gonna press play and see it. You're gonna sit down and watch the entire thing. How about that? Ooh, y'all, the second I get a tripod for my car, I'll be unstoppable. Really. Obviously, you have to work for that. You have to build up points, because remember what I said, you're not getting car vlogs until you tune in, tie family members down to a chair and make them watch my videos 15 fucking times. Do your fucking part. That's the part. And until you do that, you know, we have to farm some coins first, and then we'll get there. It's kind of like how a teacher promised you, like, you know, she's like, a pizza party on Friday if you read books. That's kind of what's happening here. Read your books. Do it. I've been yapping for too long. My mouth hurts. I don't want to talk anymore. You know what? Maybe this is like a new vibe. I like this vibe of just yapping. I think that's just how things should be. No more creativity. Creativity's dead. I'm over that. Nope, you're not getting that. It's kind of like the pizza books, the books and the pizza. You read your books, you get like a little fun activity, because here's the thing. Anytime I do anything creative, no one anything remotely like you put your mind into it, just like a smidgen of creativity and originality, no. But then the second you do like a fucking like thing everyone else is doing, oh, you're lauded, you're critically acclaimed. Oh my god, we live in a fucking society. Bring back originality. Anyway, I'm done talking. Watch those movies. I'll be checking in next week. I'll be back. You're not getting rid of me yet. The only time you'll get rid of me is if I, pick up that belt or if I find a Tony Goldwyn coded motherfucker. So that's kind of my story. That's it.